Opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Ready. 60 by 6. Cut 19. Cut.
Willis going to throw it right away. Now he's going to step up and run. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
He'll get this up to the 34. The good lane opening up right away for it. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 31 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Ready. 50, green. Green jack. Set.
Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 56 yards. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own. Team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Panther and left, Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. 18, Rattler 18.
Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19, 18. Mustang 19, 19 Lion. Dragon 60.
Now Willis to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 71 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Come on, set. 52 40.
Love now. Will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Red 38.
Love. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Now Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. They're in a tough spot. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
That's good for a Packers. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Love looking to throw it. He'll drop this down to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Throwing. Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw now, here's Love. pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
A gain of 15
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
15-yard line.
Down. 10 flat. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Chimere DK. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Hold the ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Hey, smash. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19, 18, Rattler. 18, Pioneer. Ready, right?
Willis looking to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
The shotgun snap to Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
14 yards. And the Lions
70,
first down.
70 Rangers. Trap 60. Trap
First
60.
and 10 at the
Willis wants to pass it again. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
A gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Hey, check that. Get it. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. On a nice burst there as they'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
19 fight. 19. Touch go.
First down.
60 Bobcat. 60
First and 10
Bobcat.
at the 28-yard
Ready,
line.
alert. Ready, alert. Ready.
Willis looking to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Love from the gun. This one swung out to Williams. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Savion Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13. Seconds to play in half number 1. Willis out of the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Strike two. Yellow. 20.
Operating from the gun. Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Cougar 19. Check smash. Check smash. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Willis. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Into space at the 45. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Come on.
Now Willis to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 51 yards. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Love going to give it up on a touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Here's Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here we go. Black, 10, black. Hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jacobs going to try the middle. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Love now. That's taken in by Watson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
Love wants to shift things around.
97. Fight 60. 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Down. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Willis. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. Ready.
Now Willis to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
18. Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
Willis is going to throw once more. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey, that's my man. I got him.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
4th down, Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
13 yards on the play. And the Lions
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 153 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Willis will look to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them more chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Warriors.
From the gun, here's Willis. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 33 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. But Dafe always showing off the pass rush skills.
It's 2nd down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Love looking to throw it. Caught on the right side, Reed. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And it's 3 and out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Slide, 90 seconds. Set.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Set. Yellow, 43. Set.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and
Ready,
goal.
ready.
At the 3-yard
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Adafe Owe. Now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
32. Ready.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
70 line.
1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
15-yard line.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Tag. Mustang 19. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts,
4th down.
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Street. Street. We working. Say, hurt. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions, first down.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Lions, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Green Bay,